Welcome to the Time to Fly podcast. It's time to give your business wings and take flight to achieve more impact, influence, and income with unique perspectives, tools, and tips from successful entrepreneurs and business professionals to help your business fly. Here to educate, encourage, and entertain you with their own unique perspectives and experience, plus sharing anecdotes of growing up as cowgirls. Here's your host, Jill Fleming.
Welcome to this episode of Time to Fly, Give Your Business Wings. I'm your host, Jill Fleming, and today I recently attended the Sisters Soaring conference here in Tucson, Arizona, and had the opportunity to interview a few of the amazing ladies that I met there. I do apologize about some of the background noise of the audio on this recording, as it was at an outdoor venue and there was lots of noise in the background. So I did the best I could on cutting out some of the background noise, but please do tune in as these ladies had some wonderful nuggets of wisdom to share. Hello, I'm your host, Jill Fleming, and today I'm at the Sisters Soaring Women's Conference here in Tucson, Arizona, and I am here with Cheryl Barker from Reno, Nevada. Cheryl, tell me more about yourself.
Hello, I'm from Reno, Nevada, native born. I've been there my entire life. I am a body worker, instructor, and I also do distance work with people in the unified field. So I work with people in their consciousness to help clear blockages and to help give them more ease in their ability to move forward in their life on whatever level that is for their life. And just to be able to become more aware of who they are and bring their truth up and to be able to share it with others, because I think that's what brings evolvement of the world and helps other people be able to speak their truth and find their own self-love and acceptance without the judgment and the torment that comes with that. And it's a great piece, and that's really my passion. I really love helping people find out who they are and remember who they are. And we do that through doing some of the unified field practicing, and also I use sound therapy and body work. When it's all together, I can do distance work from wherever you are and wherever I am, and I can do hands-on work as well.
What are some results that people get from working with you?
I have people who are going through chemotherapy, and some of the things that come up from that, they'll get their hair to grow back quicker, they'll get their perspectives and their understanding. They become more aware, and they're able to love themselves on a deeper level, because sometimes that's a tough thing when you're sick and you have things that are being presented. And people just find more aspects of themselves. And so I think that's a beautiful thing, to be able to find more about yourself, because there's a lot of beliefs and things that aren't true. And so finding out more of the biology of who you really are and who you were created to be. And I think people are enticed by that. So I think this type of work is something that just kind of enlivens and brings it up. And I'm seeing people just soar with that.
So I have a couple questions that I wanted to ask the ladies here today. What is a tool or an app that you use on a daily basis that brings more ease to your life?
I would say the Qigong app or YouTube. Qigong is really a powerful piece, and it's 10 or 15 minutes that you can kind of integrate into your own self and creates more freedom.
And I am in the process of launching a new program called the Freedom Code. And I would like to know what freedom means to you.
Freedom to me is being able to really find out and remember who you are and start living your truth, whatever that is for you. Because once you start doing that, I think we give truth and more out to other people so that they can start living their truth, and it creates peace and harmony within communities and within women. And there's not going to be as much resistance between women, where women will start to work together more as collaborative groups of people out of love. So just creating that place where business women and women of all walks of life can come together and really, truly enrich the circle, because we all have something to add and to bring to the table. You know, every woman has something really beautiful within themselves, and we want to create more of that so that we can truly, live the truest and the best part of ourselves, our soul's highest expression, so to speak.
That's so true. It's been an amazing few days here at the Sisters Soaring conference with all the amazing women here from all over the world coming together and just being cheerleaders for each other. It's been a really amazing experience. So my last question, in the spirit of giving, if you could jump in a time machine and go back to your 20-something self, what words of wisdom would you tell yourself and other women that could help to give them wings?
I think the little nugget I would probably give them is to trust your high self, because I think as younger women, we are a little bit more in contact with ourselves, unless, you haven't had any guidance throughout your whole world. But I think that we have this natural built-in knowledge and knowing. And I think that if we just honored that more when we were younger, and we can instill that in the women that are younger, which we've seen here at SOAR. We've seen some young women get up and have the courage to speak their truth, which has just really brought joy and peace and some real ease for a lot of people. So I think the nugget is when you are able to be around other women and maybe find pieces of yourself that you thought were not so beautiful, that's where we find the gems. And those gems just come out, and they are just vivacious and energized, and they're glowing because they've realized now they don't have to suppress who they are. They get to be who they are. And that's a beautiful gift. No matter what we are or who we are or what we came here to do, that's a beautiful thing, as long as we're able to acknowledge it and love that within ourselves. And I think that when we come together as a group of women like that, that's exactly what gets created here, is freedom to be who you are without judgment, and other women here to hug you and to give you oxytocin breaths, and it just fills a person's soul and their hearts. And to be truly loved by a collaborative group of women is the most powerful thing that I think there is on this earth.
Thank you so much, Cheryl, for your time today. If somebody wanted to reach out and connect with you, how would they do that?
You can reach me by email cb1016@me.com.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm here with Mia Michelle Henry. And Mia Michelle, tell me a little bit about you and what you do.
Well, I started off as an educator, but my passion is really helping women and families just empower themselves. And currently right now I'm in Peoria, Illinois, starting a wellness center that's focused on mental health, physical health, and financial health for families. So that's what I'm really passionate about.
Oh, that's amazing. And then you said you had a training center here in Tucson as well?
So because I have a love for children and families, I have a preschool. And when we started it, our whole goal was to provide quality childcare at an affordable price for families. And so in this particular neighborhood, the daycares were just babysitting services. And we know that 0 to 5 is critical. And so it's really we just said, hey, let's get this started. And it has been actually going into year 5, really powerful right now. It's just grown. And now I'm on to my next venture.
That's amazing. And you're doing it in the cold.
Here's the thing. When you really follow your heart's desire and your passion, you go wherever you go. So people say, why would you go to Peoria and you just left Arizona? And I said, you know what, Spirit spoke to me when I went there, said, this is where you're supposed to be, and this is where my next work's supposed to be, and I don't even know what that will look like, but I know it's going to be amazing. And so I'm excited. And I'll just buy coats.
There you go. Well, I'm excited that I haven't been called to the cold area again yet. So I'm going to enjoy the Arizona winter. I had a couple questions for you.
Okay.
What is a practice or a tool or an app or something that you use kind of on a daily basis just to create more ease in your life?
Oh, gosh. I've learned so many over the years. Definitely one would be prayer. I actually have used prayer and forgiveness to transform my life. And really, prayer is just really talking to your higher being, if you believe in God, and it's that, universe, whatever, doesn't matter what the name is, right? But just talking and that personal relationship and just calling into what you want to be. So prayer has definitely been the thing that's done in my life. But there's an app called Calm. And actually, it's kind of a meditation because I'm a busy girl. You can probably tell by how fast I'm talking right now that I have to calm my mind down. So I started using this app that would actually track how long you can just kind of be still. And I've learned that when I am being still, I get to get more stuff coming at me. So it's a good thing.
That's amazing. I am going to be launching a new program called the Freedom Code.
Ooh.
And it's helping other people figure out what freedom is for them. What is your definition of freedom?
Freedom is really about just being authentic to yourself, being who you want to be, no apologies. We just listened to a great speaker in there saying, really making no apologies for who you are and just loving yourself.
So if you could jump in a time machine and go back and give words of wisdom to your 20-something self, what wisdom would you impart on her?
Oh my gosh. So at 20 years old, I found myself pregnant and alone. And what I thought I was going to be with the love of my life. So I would tell that 20-year-old that where I am right now, because I'm 50 now and I look fabulous, that you're going to be okay. Just trust yourself, love yourself, and keep walking that path. Don't give up.
Absolutely. And if people wanted to reach out to you and learn more about your wellness center in Peoria, how would they do that?
You could look up miamichelle.henry@gmail. That's my email. My website, I don't have one. I used to have one until now. My Childcare is Growing Steps Kids. Childcare, you can find me there. So I would just say that. And I'm also on Facebook under Mia Michelle.
Great. Thank you so much, Mia Michelle.
Oh, thank you. That's awesome.
This episode is sponsored by the book Freedom to Fly, the visionary leader's guide to unlocking your unique freedom code to confidently create more impact, influence, and income. Get your copy of this best-selling book on Amazon.com.
We are here at the Sister Soaring event, and I'm here with Rosemary Cunningham. She's all the way here from Essex, England. And Rosemary, tell me a little bit about what you do.
Thank you, Jill. Well, I'm now a money marketing and soul coach. So I help women, very sensitive women, often artists or therapists, with the two things that they seem to be most scared of. One's marketing, 1M, and the other one's money. I help them have an easy, free relationship with both so they can charge what they're worth and feel good about it, really stand behind their fees, and just choose the marketing that they can do with ease without getting too stressed and feeling like they have to do absolutely everything.
And then do you work with people just in England, or do you work with people globally?
I work with people globally. Sometimes people come to me for VIP days, or even I meet them in a different part of the world, but usually it's on Zoom.
Okay, great. A couple questions for you. Freedom is unique for everyone, of what that looks like. What is freedom for you?
Oh, freedom for me is to have space in my life. I don't like to be too busy. I like to be able to take my time. I like time to myself so I can do my spiritual practices. Freedom for me is to have enough money that I can travel and to be doing work that I love and making a difference with the people I care about. Not for everyone on the planet, but for my ideal clients and to really know who they are, so I don't have to focus on pleasing everyone, which is what I've done for most of my life, but just to focus on pleasing the people that I really, really came here to serve.
I love that. In the spirit of giving, if you could step into a time machine and go back to talk to you in your 20s, what words of wisdom would you give your 20-something self?
I'd suggest she really made friends with money at an early age. That's one thing I really wish I'd known about. I didn't really discover my money coaching till I was well in my 40s. And I had a very challenging relationship with money. So definitely to make friends with money. Money's a friend. It's an energy that we can play with. And also just generally not worry so much, I think. I've been a compulsive worrier most of my life, to the point where I have frown lines on my forehead. And just connect more with the planet, spend more time in ease and flow, ground myself more, have my feet on the ground more, and trust that I'm safe and I'm well and everything will be looked after and everything will unfold beautifully.
Thank you so much, Rosemary. And if someone wanted to get in touch with you to learn more about what you do, how would they do that?
Thank you. My website is rosemarycunningham.co.uk, and they can find me there. Or I'm on Facebook, Rosemary Cunningham Coaching on Facebook. That's a good way to find someone these days, isn't it?
It sure is. Thank you so much for your time, and it was such a pleasure to meet you here at the conference.
You too. Thank you, Jill. Thank you.
I am here at the Sisters Soaring Conference here in sunny Tucson, Arizona, and I'm here with Kathleen and Connie. And what is the name of your business?
Straight Up Success.
And you are based out of?
Pheonix.
Fantastic. So tell me a little bit about your business.
Well, my business is helping other people find what's really important to them, get in touch with their core values, build a vision, and a life they can live in.
That's fantastic. And Connie, you're a business partner?
Yes.
And do you
We're
guys
a transformational team.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. And the core of my business is about uncovering, discovering, and recovering, unlimiting beliefs, everything that's in your way, and then we collapse time so that they quit making all of those missteps in life and go from surviving to thriving in a shorter amount of time with less energy and less money.
So I have a couple questions I've been asking. Kathleen, I'll ask you first. What is an app or a practice or a tool that you use that brings more ease to your life?
Well, I think a tool that I use literally daily, sometimes multiple times a day, is meditation. I know that's kind of a fancy flash word, but it can go from something as easy as a morning meditation with the angels, which I do, to something a little more heavy with Dr. Joe Dispenza, where you reach into the depths of your soul to really not only see who you are, but define and redefine, and have that chance to sort of recirculate your own DNA into who you want to be. And I don't think for me anything's more powerful than meditation.
Okay, and Connie, how about you?
Yeah, I rely heavily on meditation. And since Kathy went into that so beautifully, the other tool that I do daily and have been for 20 plus years is journaling. Use mostly the morning pages, where it's just a subconscious dumping of everything that I wake up with so that I move freely into the day. You don't go back and reread it. You don't dot any I's or cross any T's. We're not worried about spelling at all. It's relieving all of that so that I go into the day free and clear.
That's amazing. So I'm going to be launching my own program here soon called the Freedom Code. And I've been asking everybody what freedom means to you. Kathleen?
Well, I think really simply freedom is doing what you want, when you want, with whom you want, without any concerns. Kind of in a nutshell.
That's a great answer. And Connie?
That is a great answer. Freedom is just the ability to honestly, succinctly tell the truth from a place of integrity.
It's interesting to me because I call it a code because it's different for every person, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's unique to every person of what freedom means to them. And my last question, Kathleen, if you could get into a time machine and go back and give your 20-something self some words of wisdom, what would you tell her?
I think I would tell her what I feel like I'm finally able to embrace as we come into 2020, and that is, one, you are magnificent. You truly are the God within, and you have every ability to soar. There's absolutely nothing outside of you that you need. Just take it, believe it, know it, and trust it.
Thank you. And Connie, what would you say?
To love myself unconditionally and know that I was created perfect, whole, and complete. I am the sum total of all of my past experiences, and everything about me is love.
Thank you. And I know, ladies, you got some exciting workshops coming up. Can you tell me about one of them?
It's on Sunday, December the 8th, and it's going to be at a beautiful resort in North Scottsdale called 10 Palms from 9:30 to 4:30. It's called Create Your 2020 Vision, and it's an immersion. I know a lot of people think that a vision board workshop is that you just take some pictures and stick them on a piece of paper, and that's not what we're doing. We're going to uncover the things that have not worked for you up until now and create a really clear vision by visualizing and visioning what your desire is to attract, and then we will begin that process, and we're going to do it in a beautiful gathering of people so that it can begin to manifest and have that ripple effect for all of us, the collective consciousness, in the power of all of that, so it goes out into the future with all of us together, empowering and carrying that vision for us all.
And if someone wanted more information on that or to sign up, how would they do that?
Yeah. They can contact me at conniequeen.com. or Connie at conniequeen.com. They could even call me, 480-225-1273.
All right. Thank you so much, ladies. It was such a pleasure to meet you here at the conference. I hope for the best of your upcoming event.
Yeah, I hope to see you there.
All right.
Come join us.
Thank you. Thank you so much for listening. Remember to tune in next week for a brand new episode. And remember, it's time to fly. Give your business wings.
A big thank you to this episode's sponsor, Freedom to Fly, the visionary leader's guide to unlocking your unique freedom code to confidently create more impact, influence, and income. Get your copy of this best-selling book on Amazon.com.
Join our flock. Stay informed of all things Time to Fly by subscribing to our newsletter at timetoflypodcast.com. And be sure to tune in to our next show.